I see only good news coming out of the Trump administration as Jack Smith's entire team just got canned. We got the news for you over at Fox. Welcome to the Doug TenNapel channel. Let's check in on our old pal, Jack Smith. Here's the article on Fox. Justice Department fires more than a dozen key officials on former special Jack Smith's team. Acting Attorney General James McHenry does not trust these officials to assist in faithfully implementing the president's agenda, so you gotta go. Exclusive, the Justice Department is firing more than a dozen key officials who worked on special counsel Jack Smith's team prosecuting President Donald Trump after acting Attorney General James McHenry said they could not be trusted in faithfully implementing the president's agenda, Fox News Digital has learned. Now, they have this coming. They're supposed to be a neutral government organization, just blindly enforcing the law. And now we find out from heads of that department that they can't be trusted. So all that money we've been paying them now for 4 years, which was just to prosecute, go after Trump, that's where they made their mistake. They could have stood up. If they took a stand for Trump, they'd probably be getting an appointment right now. So they took a gamble and only got to keep their job for a couple of years, and they could have been just in like Flynn if they told the truth. Let that be a lesson to all of us. Tell the truth, because you never know. One day it might actually be profitable. McHenry has transmitted a letter of each official notifying them of their termination. A Justice Department official exclusively told Fox News. It is unclear how many officials received that letter. The names of the individuals were not immediately released. Well, I think these should all be made public. I think we need to get the list of names. I think we all have an idea of which ones actually got the boot just by how they acted. Today, Acting Attorney General James McHenry, he's just the acting Attorney General until Pam Bondi gets approved. So this is a temp guy. Attorney General James McHenry terminated the employment of a number of Department of Justice officials who played a significant role in prosecuting President Trump, a DOJ official told Fox News Digital, in light of their actions. The acting Attorney General does not trust these officials to assist in faithfully implementing the president's agenda. I'll add, nor the Constitution. They never were. They never should have been there. That's not their job. This action is consistent with the mission of ending the weaponization of government, the official told Fox News. The move comes just after Justice Department reassigned more than a dozen officials in the first week of the Trump administration to a sanctuary city task force and other members. They're going to help shut down sanctuary cities. So if you want to keep your job, you'll stop trying to persecute the president and instead go bust illegal sanctuary cities. This is also something Kash Patel said. He said you could, and this gave Trump the idea. He said, all these FBI agents that are sitting there, most of them working from home, he said you could put them all down on the border. And then Trump said that he was canning 80,000 IRS agents or giving them an option to go and work the border, which is the #1 priority right now, is to undo that whole mess. It also comes after Trump vowed to end the weaponization of the federal government. Former Attorney General Merrick Garland appointed Smith, a former Justice Department official, as a special counsel in November of 2022. And that was the end of his career. Little did he know, Jack Smith. Smith, a former assistant U.S. attorney and chief of the DOJ's Public Integrity Section. Boy, there's an ironic title. Head of the Public Integrity Section, led the investigation into Trump's retention of classified documents after leaving the White House and whether the former president obstructed the federal government's investigation into the matter. Yeah, they never went after Biden for having documents. They knew better than to go after that guy. Smith was also tasked with overseeing the investigation into whether Trump or other officials and entities interfered with the peaceful transfer of power following the 2020 presidential election, including the certification of the General College vote in 2021. Another red herring job. Dude, Merrick Garland, poor Jack Smith, Merrick Garland really screwed you over. Although Merrick Garland's out of a job now too. He set up Jack Smith to do both of these things and both were wrong, and now you're fired. And by the way, so are all of your buddies at that Department of Justice that helped you, Jack Smith, your aides, your clerks, your fellow lawyers. They all lost their job because they touched you, the third rail, and now their career and reputation is ruined. Who wants to work with these people? Ruined for life. You did that, Jack Smith. Okay, in both of those cases, Smith charged Trump, and both of them he was found not guilty. The classified records case was dismissed. Well, not found not guilty, they were dismissed. Was dismissed in July of 2024 by the U.S. Court for the Southern District of Florida, Judge Aileen Cannon, who ruled that Smith was unlawfully appointed as special counsel. You never should have even been there, buddy. Finally, Smith charged Trump in the U.S. District Court for Washington, D.C. in his 2020 election case, but after Trump was elected president, Smith sought to dismiss the case. Judge Tanya Chutkin granted that request. Both cases were dismissed. So now in hindsight, you can see that all the drama of the lawfare went away, all because of an election. This would all still be going if Trump didn't win. So that's where you and I, voting for Trump, saved his career. He would have gone bankrupt. He would have gone to prison. All these cases would have kept going under Kamala Harris. Who knows how many other of Trump's friends would have been prosecuted and imprisoned. So now the tide turns the other way. The bad guys get whacked. The hunters became the hunted, as Mike Davis likes to say, and so do we. So now what's the future is look for more investigations. The heat isn't off them just because they're out of office, because we got to pour through a whole lot of emails they're going to confiscate. Especially Jack Smith should be able to unravel this whole thing. His communications with Alvin Bragg, Letitia James, with Fani Willis. We'll get to the bottom of, and even his communications with the White House are not necessarily protected in especially if he started the email and wasn't just replying to something from the White House. We will keep you up to date on the continued destruction of Jack Smith's entire life. Thank you guys for watching the Doug TenNapel channel. Hey, look, there's another video coming up here, and you can always subscribe right here.